Hello, hello, hello. Thought I'd come on live and chit chat, and I haven't been live on here in a really long time, but no time better than the present. So, I am Sarah Kramer. I am a registered nurse and I am a fitness and body image coach. My goal is to help you exercise for reasons beyond the scale. You will see that statement in a lot of my content. And what do I mean by exercise for reasons beyond the scale? I'm talking about exercising for reasons that don't have to do with your weight, your size, beyond the aesthetics, and looking deeper for the reasons why you want to exercise, why you like to exercise, and keeping that joy in it, and knowing that, um, you know, you don't have to focus on what you look like all of the time and make it about weight loss, and you don't have to make it like this thing where you're trying to look perfect or be perfect or do it perfectly. So a lot of times, like when you're starting out with exercise, it can feel really overwhelming. It can be confusing. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of information that doesn't, add up out there a lot of times. Um, so follow someone like me who gives you information that is accurate, that cares about your best interest, and who wants you to succeed, and who wants you to really enjoy exercise in general. And so, how do you make exercise not suck? Nobody wants exercise to suck. Like, I don't think anybody goes into it thinking like, oh, hey, I really want this to suck. Nah, I don't think so. Um, Maybe you're somebody that has dabbled in exercise and you're like, this isn't fun. I don't like it. It's a drag. I'm not motivated, yada, yada, yada. I get that. And I think a lot of people feel that way, and a lot of people feel like they haven't found their groove or their place as far as exercise goes. So, what I want to say is that if exercise sucks for you, I want you to think about these things. Think about, are you easing into it? Are you just going balls to the wall, or are you easing yourself into exercise? Start out by exercising 1 day a week. Dedicate 1 day where you're like, okay, I know that I'm going to exercise Tuesday this week. And then make sure you do that. I don't care the amount of time, that's irrelevant right now. It's just about showing up and making that commitment and following through with it. Do that for a couple weeks. Then you're going to add in another day of exercise. You're like, okay, I'm going to exercise on Tuesday and Friday this week. Make it happen. And you're going to keep increasing that as you go along. And so the other part of that is like, how much time do you exercise? Start out by always listen to your body when it comes to working out. Listen to your body, and maybe right now you can do 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes and be like, okay, this is enough for today, and I'm okay with that. And then bump it up bit by bit by bit with a goal of, 30 minutes each session. Give, take, whatever. This doesn't have to be an exact science. You're focusing on easing yourself into it, making it a habit, and forming that new consistent routine. So that's number one. Number two, stop doing what everybody else is doing. Stop doing things that you think you should do. Stop doing things that feel like a drag, that suck, that you don't enjoy. Okay, we all have these, workouts where we're not like gung ho and we're not like crazy excited about all of the moves. Sometimes you got to push through that crap, okay? Sometimes if you're forcing different kinds of workouts that just aren't for you, it's not going to be fun, and you're going to hate it, and you're going to have trouble showing up, and you're going to have trouble during it, and your mind's going to be thinking, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, instead of, I can do this, this is for my overall well-being. Your mind will go to the negative. For me, that's Zumba. I'm not a dancer. I don't enjoy Zumba. If Zumba was the only kind of workout I was doing, I would be struggling to show up. That's me personally. For you, you may love Zumba. That may be your thing. That may be the kind of workout that lights you up, that excites you, whatever. Try different kinds of workouts. When you try different kinds of workouts, then you can see what works for you, what maybe doesn't work for you. Maybe you need to give it a few times of showing up and seeing how it feels. Don't give up after one time. Try again, get into the groove, find your footing with that kind of workout, and then go from there. If it's not for you, it's not for you. The one kind of workouts that should be for everybody are strength training workouts. Now, I know not everybody loves lifting weights and things like that, but it is so important, no matter your age, no matter any of that. Strength training is so important, especially as we age, for bone health, for our joints, for mobility, for just, everyday activities in general. It's important for every single thing that we do. And so incorporating some strength training is really important. So maybe that's lifting weights. Maybe you're going to use resistance bands to do some strength-based moves. Perhaps you start with body weight exercises, some squats without weights, lunges without weights, doing bicep curls without weights, getting your body kind of used to those movements before you add in some weights. So it's up to you. See what works for you. The next thing to have exercise not suck, stop doing high intensity workouts all the time. You don't need to be doing high intensity workouts day in, day out, all the time. It's going to burn you out. Your body's not going to be able to recover and repair itself. You're going to be more tired. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is just a lot. Slow your roll. Take the intensity down. There is research out there that talks about lower intensity workouts and how beneficial they are. So don't think that you just need to be doing high intensity workouts, because you should not be. Incorporating those lower intensity workouts, that means workouts where your heart rate isn't getting as high, where your exertion level isn't so high. Maybe you're more at a 4 or a 5 versus like that 9 area where you feel like you can just barely hold on. Scale back a bit. The next thing is to stop thinking this is going to be perfect. Stop thinking you're going to do this perfectly. Stop thinking that you have to look perfectly, or that you need to eat perfectly, or that you need to live perfectly. This is not a perfect thing. You don't have to be perfect in your workouts, in life, in your eating habits. You don't have to be dieting. Focus on exercise being the health tool it is. It is an overall health tool. It is not a weight loss tool. It is a health tool. It is to enhance your life, to, help you live a long life where you are mobile and you are able to function well, and you're able to lift your kids and lift your groceries and not feel so like you're struggling to do so. It's about quality of life. And so when you switch from the thought of exercise is about what I look like and weight loss and all that stuff to this is about strength and confidence, stress relief, living a long, healthy life, so many other things, mental well-being. Think about those deeper reasons why you want to exercise and go from there. It doesn't have to be about what you look like, what size you wear, the number on the scale. So once you make some of these shifts in your life, in your routine, and know that it's not going to happen overnight, it's going to take a little bit of time, but exercise is going to start to feel a bit easier in the sense of showing up, the discipline of it, the consistency, working through those days when motivation is low, because motivation is fleeting and it's not going to be high all the time. There are going to be many days when you're, struggling to show up for a workout, but up here you have to pump yourself up in order to show up, take care of yourself. So I appreciate you watching. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I will address those, and we will talk soon.